Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the second video for what to do after you're level 30. And what I wanted to cover in this video is weapon mastery. It's something that every player should be using. I didn't cover it in my last video because it wasn't out yet. And it's sort of the only way to fight in the game once you're at a high level. It gives you a huge advantage. What it does is it essentially allows you to use your primary weapon, so in this case I'm Hand Blaster, and combo it into something like a bow, and while doing that have a chance to make a critical multiplier on the spells that I use and have the power cost less. So it's essentially a win-win. So to do this, what we have to do is we have to fight something. So I'm going to go to the sparring targets. They're located right below where we are right now in the watchtower. They're also located in your league hall, but I'd rather not go to the league hall right now because most people don't have one. So that's the teleporter from Metropolis. You can see we're going right down here. It's right under the meta wing. Okay, and down here you can essentially buy some styles. You can buy Legends characters, so if you wanted to play as Power Girl or something. And you can do the sparring targets. So let's see if we can find one that's not really being used too much. Okay, not a lot of people. Alright, so the first thing I want to cover is your regular combo attacks. So let me show you what I mean. So that combo attack you can see on the left, well, it's scrolling really fast. It says Charge, Blast, and Solar Flame Mastery. Okay. So what I did was, if we hit K, go to Skills, Weapons, Hand Blaster, I can show you the combo that I did. Solar Flare. So this was it. I held and then I tapped. And what Weapons Mastery does is essentially allows you to add another piece to that existing combination. So when I do it again, you'll see I'm going to take out a bow and shoot arrows. You'll also notice the damage. So the damage that I did was, well, let's go again. We saw 300, 1,000, and now 4,000. So you can see that if a player is not using Weapon Mastery, he's going to do 300 plus 1,000. So he's going to do 1,300. If the player is doing Weapon Mastery, he's going to do 4,000 in that one attack, which is quite high. And that was a critical, but you have a high critical chance when you use Weapon Mastery. Now, the second piece of the puzzle is to use your abilities at the end of the Weapon Mastery combination. So before Weapon Mastery, you know, you would do your attack, and then you say, okay, now I want to, let me actually switch, let me see here, if I can, I want to switch roles to the damage roll. Hopefully that'll, I guess I can't right now. I'm still in combat. So, either way, normally what you'd, okay, perfect, I'm out of it. What you would do is you would do your attack, and then you would use your spell. Okay? And then you do your attack, and you do your spell. And you would do this because your spell increases the damage that you deal. So, with your physical attacks and your other spells. So that's how you would do it. But now with Weapon Mastery, what you want to do is you want to put the spell at the end of the combo. So I'll show you. Okay, so you saw that red circle, right? That red circle means at the end of the combo I used my spell, and it makes the spell cost less, and the spell has a much higher chance to critical. So you can see this spell is doing about 400 damage here, 396. It criticaled there for 700, 400, 700 again. But watch when I do Weapon Mastery. Watch what happens with the spell damage. Okay, that time it didn't critical, so let's do it again to show you what I mean. Oh, well, you know what they say, never works when you want to show. We're going to keep doing it until it happens, because it's impressive. Alright, 1,300. Alright, that was all I wanted to point out. It's much more frequent than what you just saw. That's very, very rare. It'll crit much more often. This is not a damage dealing character, so I don't have any really critical attack stuff here. So that's why it didn't seem to crit that often. Alright, and now I just want to show you, let me just switch back here. So now what I want to show you is how to get weapon mastery. So let's go back here. Actually, let's just get out of everyone's way here. Okay. So to get weapon mastery, what you first need to do is you need to press K, go to your skills, and go to your weapons, and go to your primary weapon. So I'm going to show you Hand Blaster because I am Hand Blaster, and it turns out that a lot of people are. So it just happens to be good for everyone. And what I did was I used Hand Blaster and I finished with Bow. So we're going to need points in both Hand Blaster and Bow. Go into Hand Blaster, and here's what you need to do. Everything on the screen right now you can put points into without weapon mastery. The bottom 8 boxes down here, you need weapon mastery for. To get weapon mastery, you need to unlock it. To unlock it, you need 20 skill points put into anything in the top section. So you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. I have exactly 20. Then you could put your 21st point into this up here, which unlocks weapon mastery. And then these are the weapon mastery combos. But to do this, you need weapon mastery in the other weapon. So, for example, Bow. So I got to go back to Bow, do the exact same thing. Put 20 points in the top section and 1 point here. So we just spent 21 points in each section. So that was now 42 points. Go back to Hand Blaster. I'm going to put into my weapon mastery skills. So now I'm at 44 skill points. So right off the bat, you need 44 skill points to use weapon mastery. It's a lot. The second thing I want to kind of point out is that it also unlocks these innates at the bottom, which are quite powerful. You should always put into these. They give you a lot of boost. So for example here, it gives me 7 restoration for every 1 point. But at the bottom, it gives me 30 restoration for 1 point, which is a 4-fold increase. So I would recommend you get all these. So this is another 9 plus another 9 on the other section. So that's another 18 plus the 42 that we had here puts you at 60. And then it was another 2 for the weapon, so 62. So 62 is the total number of points that you need to kind of be proficient, in my opinion, in weapons mastery. Okay? The last piece of the puzzle is, how do I get my skill points? Alright. So to do that, you need to open up the deeds at the bottom here. You can get there by just pressing K like we did before and clicking on deeds. Then there's a list of things called feats. Click that. Feats are a tiny bit complicated. They definitely need to change the way they have them here. And unfortunately, I don't think I have any I can show you. But essentially at the top, 100 feet points equals 1 skill point. And I said we needed 62 skill points. So you need 6,200 feet points. Alright? You get a feat point by completing feats. And I'll give you an example. So if we were to click on seasonal season's greetings, this is the Christmas one, which we're doing right now. It says collect all styles of the North Pole set. So I did that on the 17th of December, and by doing that I get this feat and I get 1 star. A star is 10 feat points, which they also don't tell you, but that's what it is. So 10 feat points go here. So if I were to do another one, I'd get another 10, and once I have 100 I get a full skill point. The last thing to mention is that you can if you have feats on one character, you can buy them onto the second character. So if one of my other characters completed a feat that this character did not, you could use your replay badges, which are located up here, to get them onto this character. And I'm pretty sure I don't have any of those. But if you did, and I'm just clicking through to see, you know, there may be a chance that I have one here that I didn't buy already. No, okay, that's fine. What it would look like is at the top there would be a little green icon here that you could just click on, and you would use your replay badges. So that's pretty much it. So I hope this helped everyone. I highly encourage you to use Weapon Mastery. It's very, very powerful, and if you don't use it, you're probably going to be behind. Feel free to ask any other questions, and thanks for watching.